It started with a promise, a new cryptocurrency that would revolutionize finance forever. The founders called it Zenith Coin. Its logo was sleek, its website immaculate, and its white paper filled with technical jargon that sounded legitimate enough to fool almost anyone. Investors lined up instantly. Within months, Zenith Coin went from an obscure online project to a global phenomenon. Celebrities endorsed it. Influencers promoted it. Crypto enthusiasts hailed it as the next Bitcoin. But behind the code, the hype, and the billion-dollar dreams, there was nothing. No blockchain, no technology, just a lie. The man at the center of it all was Elias Verne, a smooth-talking entrepreneur with a background in marketing, not computer science. He dressed like a tech visionary. Hoodies, sneakers, minimal watches. He spoke with the cadence of a Silicon Valley founder, dropping words like decentralization, trustless systems, and financial freedom. What he really built, though, was an illusion. In early 2020, Elias launched Zenith Coin with a white paper that dazzled investors. It described a new blockchain system called Zen Chain, supposedly capable of processing thousands of transactions per second while using zero energy. To experts, it sounded impossible, but to the general public, starved for the next crypto boom, it sounded perfect. He promised it would be the green Bitcoin, the first eco-friendly cryptocurrency that ordinary people could mine from their phones. Investors rushed in. By the end of the first week, Elias had raised $10 million through an initial coin offering, ICO. Within months, that number skyrocketed to $100 million. The marketing was relentless. Zenith sponsored tech conferences, hired models for photo shoots, and even ran ads showing families in developing countries empowered by their new financial freedom. Its slogan was everywhere: trust the future, trust Zenith. And for a while it worked. People could buy Zenith tokens on the official website. Their balances appeared in sleek dashboards that showed prices climbing daily. They thought they were getting rich. But the truth was simple. The price chart was fake. Elias controlled it himself. There was no blockchain verifying transactions. No decentralized ledger. Just a central database that displayed whatever numbers he wanted people to see. By mid-2021, Zenith Coin was worth over $4 billion on paper. Ordinary people mortgaged their homes to invest. Some even sold real Bitcoin to buy into it. When questioned by journalists, Elias smiled confidently. "Our code speaks for itself," he said in one interview. No one realized that there was no code to speak of. The house of cards began to wobble when a small crypto analyst in Singapore dug deeper. He tried to verify the blockchain explorer Elias claimed existed. There wasn't one. When he attempted to trace transactions through public nodes, nothing came up. Zenith Coin wasn't on any blockchain. The analyst posted his findings online. At first, he was ignored, then attacked by Zenith's online army. Thousands of investors convinced he was lying to manipulate the price. But over the next few weeks, other experts began checking too. And one by one, they all confirmed it. Zenith Coin was a ghost. Behind the scenes, Elias panicked. He assured his investors it was just a technical delay. He promised a new audit was coming. He blamed hackers, but the withdrawals stopped. The website began timing out, and the social media accounts, all of them, suddenly went silent. By the time authorities intervened, the money was gone. Every cent of the $100 million had been moved through crypto mixers and offshore wallets. Elias Verne had vanished. Interpol soon issued an international warrant. The investors were left with nothing but screenshots and fake balances. Authorities called it one of the most sophisticated crypto frauds in history. And the strangest part? No one had even seen the blockchain that never existed. The investigation spread across continents. Dozens of agencies got involved. The FBI, Europol, Singaporean cybercrime units. Each followed fragments of a digital trail that Elias had tried to bury. They traced wallets through mixers, cold storage, and dummy accounts. Every time they got close, the funds jumped again. bouncing through new blockchains, split into smaller and smaller fragments. It was like chasing smoke. In late 2022, investigators got their first real lead. A crypto exchange in Estonia flagged a transaction worth $2.3 million of Bitcoin. The sender address matched one from the Zenith Coin ICO wallet. The funds were being converted into privacy coins, the final step before disappearing forever. But this time, the exchange had already frozen the transfer. The name on the account shocked them: Elias Verne. He wasn't gone. He was hiding in plain sight. Interpol agents followed the trail to Lisbon, Portugal. A quiet coastal apartment. No luxury cars. No guards. Just a man living alone, still working on his laptop, still pretending to run Zenith 2.0. The arrest was swift. When they seized his devices, they expected chaos. Hundreds of wallets, code fragments, secret partners. Instead, they found something stranger: meticulous spreadsheets. Every investor, every transfer, every lie, cataloged with timestamps and comments like "too eager," "believes everything," sent a new chart. He had tracked his victims like assets. During interrogation, Elias barely flinched. He insisted Zenith wasn't a scam. It was an experiment that got out of hand. He told investigators he truly believed he could build the technology later. When asked where the missing money went, he smiled. "It's not missing. It's evolving." Investigators assumed he meant hidden crypto, but the truth was more complicated. Forensics teams uncovered an encrypted partition on his laptop. Inside were emails, design drafts, and payment records. The documents revealed something no one expected. Elias hadn't built Zenith alone. Behind him was a shadowy group calling itself the Syndicate, a small circle of coders, marketers, and early crypto investors who had backed multiple pump-and-dump projects before. Elias was the face. They were the architects. And while he sat in custody, they were already launching new coins under new names. By the time his trial began, only a fraction of the stolen funds had been recovered. Prosecutors estimated the total loss at over $110 million. Most victims would never see their money again. Elias was sentenced to 12 years in prison for fraud, money laundering, and wire deception. He never revealed who the syndicate really were. But just before sentencing, he gave one last interview. He leaned into the microphone and said, quietly, "Zenith wasn't a lie. It was proof. People don't invest in truth, they invest in belief." Months later, a new coin appeared online. Same promises, same design, different name. Its slogan, "Trust the future." And just like before, investors lined up. Because in the world of crypto, greed doesn't die. It reinvents itself.